Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Benin. How UN helped Benin become world fastest place to start a business via a mobile phone. Wow, wow. Hello everyone, a very warm big thank you to you. The UN we fondly call is the United Nations. So UN, United Nations. So you see, UN have brought in some fantastic approaches to making sure that life is good in Benin. Starting a business is a reality. People, you can even start as little with your very own phone in your hand right now, and you can be making thousands of naira, if not into millions, and you can be well, satisfied and engaged to know that you are gainfully employed. Anyway, my people, the UN started something fantastic in Edo State. We keep repeating and we keep reporting to you all that is going on in Edo State because something good is happening. Of the 36 states of the Federation, Edo State seems to be the state that is leading and miles ahead of other states. So why won't you report something that is good? We don't only speak about bad, we don't only speak against bad governance. We encourage good ones to continue to do more so that they can be, more encouraged to continue to serve the people in a better way. Benin, how UN helped Benin become world fastest place to start a business via a mobile phone. Until recently, Benin was best known for its curtain exports and its vibrant clothing design. Since this year, it is also the fastest place in the world to start a company. By providing a full online service, the government helped enterprise create businesses and jobs during the pandemic. A third of Benin new entrepreneurs are women. Earlier this year, Sandra Idausa, an entrepreneur who had earlier run a medium business, decided she wanted to open a handcraft shop in the state, boasting commodity capital. Having found a shop space, her next step was to obtain a permit to operate the business. With COVID-19 restrictions in place and enforced by the authorities, she logged onto Money Enterprise, in English, My Business, Benin New Business Registration website. Within 10 minutes on her smartphone, she had entered her information, photographed and uploaded her identity document, and paid by credit card. 2 hours later, an email arrived with her certificate of cooperation, incorporation, and her business was officially created. Sandra benefited from UN digital government platform called e-registration, which now places Benin jointly with Santonio as the fastest in the world in which to start jumping ahead of New Zealand, Georgia, and Hong Kong. China, the EU average is 3 days. In New York, it is 7 days. E-registration operative in 7 other developing countries includes Cameroon, Iraq, Mali, amongst others. On the way in more two recent places are Cuba. The main aim of the UN platform is not to beat the world record, but to make officials procedures more accessible, transparent, particularly for small business. Loretta Gaba, who runs Britain Investment and Export Promotion Agency, which operates Mono Enterprise implemented with the help of Dutch funding, is proud of what has been achieved. Enterprise and foreign investors have made me they wanted to set up a business from their mobile phones so as to avoid unnecessary travel. We brought together several government officials, services, and worked to simplify forms and court procedures to stick to minimum requirements. This shows that when it comes to digital government, African countries are lift flagging ahead in the rest of the world to be the best, he said. Paper-based administration procedures are characterized around the world as long queue, outside government officials, rude staff, frustrated users and of the thumb and rubber stamp. But we the reality can be worsened with the need of visits of various different government departments, bewildering arrangement of form, mostly asking the person information, repeatedly demand for certificates, copies of identity of documents, long wait for procedures that could be authentic and originally and can lead to bribery at times. The time taken and the cost to pay for the agent to deal with the paperwork can be best detailed as worst part, creating a legal business out of the rich. This results in many developing countries, SMS, and workers left in the info economy, unable to access loans or insurance, lacking legal procedures and contributions, neither acts nor social security. But it can also lead to political instability in a World Bank study after the Tunisia revolution, which was in part driven by the youth unemployment, found that one-third of young entrepreneurs in the country had difficulty accessing finances because of the administrative budgetary association with companies' creation. Administrative barriers are not limited to developing countries. A report by the U.S. Office of Management and Budget calculated that in 2015, Americans spent 7.78 billion hours on federal paperwork. And when a global pandemic hits, closing government offices and sending workers home realized on paper form can be prevented and can prevent marriage and land sales and passport renewal. In Benin, the online platform was launched just before the COVID-19, but the investment proved its worth. The number of companies created with the platform tripled between January and July, reaching 33,600 applications a month. One-third of the entrepreneurs are women, half were under 30 and half based outside Nigeria to other places to ensure that the system works. Guys, what do you think? Edo State leading? Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.